Good afternoon, folks. Chief Meteorologist Nick Lilliga here with a look at your tropical update for August 19th of 2019. As always, brought to you by good folks at Pine Belt Gutters. We've got some activity, but not a lot, which is good. So always how we like it in the tropics. There's a little bit, just enough to talk about, but not enough that really should bother us too much. We got showers, thunderstorms erupting into the northern Gulf of Mexico. This is all the diurnal convection, as we say. It's the afternoon stuff. But nothing really happening into the Gulf, out into the Caribbean. We've got this little wave right here, which is going to be something we're going to watch over the next few days as it kind of drifts across the Yucatan into the Bay of Campeche and then kind of glide up the coast of Mexico and around Texas. It could dump some rain across parts of the northern Gulf Coast, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama as we head through the next couple of days. So far, this isn't necessarily associated with the Central American gyre. You may remember that from Michael of last year. Nate came from the Central American gyre. This is actually just a tropical wave that's kind of running into Central America right now. Out into the open Atlantic, there's really not much to speak of. We've got to go all the way out to the coast of Africa to find our next wave coming off the coast right here. But that falls apart pretty quickly. The water just not quite warm enough yet. I actually tend to think that this wave back in behind it may be something to watch as we head through the next couple of days. And this is why over here on the modeling. So 700 millibar moisture, 850 vorticity. Like always, anywhere you see the grayed out stuff here, there, everywhere as you look out into the open Atlantic. That's the dry air in the mid-levels. Usually it's got some Saharan dust in there as well. We're not worried about tropical development underneath that. The other colors that you see on here, the bluish shading that gets into the kind of the greens and yellows and oranges, that's a low-level rotation. That's an area of low pressure a little bit closer to the surface. Notice we have some dry air in across parts of the Caribbean. We've got a little wave that crosses over and into the Gulf of Mexico as we head through Friday and into Saturday. And then here's that little wave that crossed over the Yucatan into the Bay of Campeche. Watch this thing just kind of glide right up the coast and toward Louisiana as we head through Saturday and into Sunday of this upcoming weekend. And then that little wave that crossed over parts of Florida kind of hangs out and gets locked in and pulled back off to the northeast. Behind that, we've got a slew of dry air down into the Caribbean, the open Atlantic, and even off to the east of the Greater and Lesser Antilles. This little thing that drifts through should bump the rain chances up for Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama as we head through the weekend and into next week. All the dry air filters in behind it should cut things off. However, as we get toward the middle of next week, you see this thing out here. That's that next wave that's back in behind that first wave that was just coming off the coast, the one back in behind it. That's going to be that little guy as we head through the middle of next week that may be worth watching out there in the open Atlantic. So there's a look at your tropical update again, brought to you by the good folks at Pine Belt Gutters for August 19th of 2019. Got a couple of things to talk about, but thank goodness nothing major out there in the tropics.